In today's video, we are going to dive into the 5 levels of gym ownership, which one you might be, and how to get from one level to the next. Let's jump inside FitBiz University. Guys, growing a gym can be hard. I'm here to make it easier. And all it's going to take is for you to tune in one time per week. Subscribe now and let's head into FitBiz University. All right, let's dig right into the 5 levels of gym ownership. Level 1, self-employed. At this level, you can expect to be doing everything, wearing all the hat, working anywhere from, 60 to 80 hours per week. Maybe you have a part-time coach, but largely you are grinding hard to make it. So average take-home dollars is going to be anywhere from $40,000 to $60,000 per year at this level, which is essentially what you're getting paid to train your clients, and there is little to no freedom. Level 2, fitness manager. So at this level, you might be working anywhere from 40 to 60 hours per week. And now you are doing primarily sales, marketing, and maybe training a few hours or classes when your part-time trainers are not covering them. You're still making only about $40,000 to $60,000 of take home per year at this level, but now you may have some more free time in the evenings or maybe on the weekends. Level 3, general manager. So now we are doing primarily management. So sales, marketing, and managing your team of trainers, right? You might be subbing for some classes here or there if shit hits the fan, but you're primarily working about 40 to 50 hours per week. You should have weekends off at this point and most non-essential hours off. At this level, you can make $60,000 to $80,000 per year take home, depending on how good you are at sales and what the gym sells. Level 4, CEO. So there's a big jump from level 3 to level 4, both in freedom of time and take-home dollars. So as the CEO, you want to spend primarily all of your time working on strategy and not tactics like in the other levels. This means leading with your key leaders throughout the week: sales manager, general manager, operations manager, fitness manager, whatever positions you have at the gym, you want to make sure that they have exactly what they need to win. You want to make sure that they understand the vision, the mission, and can get the rest of the team to execute. Now at this level, this might be your 4-hour work week. That's exactly what it was for me when I was a CEO of my gym. I spent an hour on Mondays with my leadership team talking about our plans and objectives for the week. Then I spent an hour on Tuesdays meeting with my sales manager and making sure they had everything that they needed to win and that they really understood the psychology behind the sales that we were making at the gym. Then I spent Wednesdays with my operation manager going through all of the numbers, the KPIs, and how the rest of the team was performing. And finally, I spent Thursdays with my head trainer making sure that every single coach was up to par with our client experience. This is when you can really leverage your time and get maximum freedom. Now, at this level, I was only making about $100,000 per year, which is phenomenal for a lot of people, but I got all of my time back, right? Which allowed me to put that time and energy into something else that could generate revenue if that was my goal. So this is the level where you can spend a ton of time at home or with your family or your hobbies or your side hustle or whatever you want to do, because your gym and your team is really built out. You have the right people following the right processes, and they don't really need you to hold their hand. And the final level is level 5. This is ownership level. This means that you play no role in the day-to-day of the business at all. You simply have founded the gym and you have delegated the entire operations to the rest of your team. And now you are just a passive owner that puts money and resources into the business and expects to get a return year over year. I spent 1 year at this level, moved my family from Wisconsin, where my gym was located, to Texas. And I wanted to make sure that the business could run 100% absolutely without me before I sold it. And once I was able to prove that, I was able to sell it and move on to the next chapter, which is helping you guys. businesses. Now, I want to make sure that I emphasize, guys, there is no right or wrong level to be at, right? It completely depends on the type of business that you want to have and honestly what you want to do every single day of your life, right? If you love training clients, if you love selling fitness memberships, if you love managing people, like then that's the perfect level for you, right? It's all about how can you create the ideal outcome for yourself. Right. And so for me, I really knew I wanted to work with gym owners. And so for me to be able to do that, I couldn't spend all of my time at the gym. Right. And so because my passions took me somewhere else, I wanted to scale up to level 5 and then ultimately sell it. But that may not be the right solution for you. So with that being said, let's talk about how you can move from one level to the next level. And I break this down into 3 categories: skills, character traits, and beliefs. All right, going from level 0 to level 1, opening your first gym and becoming an entrepreneur. Skills needed: great at fulfilling what you're able to sell, right? So you need to be good at the actual service that you are going to be delivering. That's how you start any business, is you're good at something and people are willing to pay you for that thing. You'll need moderate sales skills. Okay, most of your clients are going to be word of mouth. Maybe they followed you from another gym, maybe they're referrals. Either way, they're going to be pretty easy sales and you're not going to be meeting with a bunch of cold leads that need convincing to sign up with you. You'll need some build out skills. You'll likely need to do a lot of the construction and build out yourself. And you'll need some low level like accounting skills, like a very basic understanding of money in versus money out. That's about it as far as skills go. You can get yourself completely full of clients if you have those skills. Beliefs needed. Man, at this level, honestly, the main beliefs that you need are: number 1, that you can be successful; number 2, that people will buy from you; and number 3, that you deserve the freedom of time and money. An additional belief that most new entrepreneurs don't have, but looking back, if I could give myself some advice from that time period, it would be that I'm not where I want to be yet because I don't know what I need to know, and I'm not who I need to be in order to be at that level. New entrepreneurs usually don't want to hear that. They usually think that they have a very solid game plan and everything's going to happen very quickly once they execute it. That's almost never the case. But if you can adopt that belief at an early level, I think you'll just be that much more prepared to scale. Character traits needed at this level: man, hard work ethic, the ability to sacrifice, optimism, high freaking energy. You're trying to recruit people to do your program and team members to join you in your mission. High energy, or at least the ability to turn it on, and ultimately willing to learn what you don't know yet. If you have those skills, those beliefs, and those character traits, you will absolutely get from level 0 to level 1. Now, going from level 1 to level 2, remember, this is going from a solopreneur to a small team. Skills needed: how to hire, train, and retain employees. Great sales skills. You are going to be selling to people that do not know you. Marketing and advertising. You are going to need to sell and keep your team fed, or they will find another job. Mid-level accounting. So profit and loss statements, taxes, and how to keep your books somewhat accurate. And finally, customer service. All the members at the gym are not going to be your clients at this level. So you need to be able to handle situations that have nothing to do with you. Beliefs needed. So getting from level 1 to level 2, one of the main beliefs needed is that you can inspire other people, employees, to join your mission. You don't have to do everything yourself and everything will still be okay. You may not be a great leader yet, but you can become one. And you're not where you need to be yet because you're not that person with those skills quite yet. Character traits needed: hard work ethic, ability to work long, focused hours, ability to learn new things, getting comfortable instructing and managing other people, and again, willing to learn what you don't know. If you can adopt those skills, those character traits, and those beliefs, you absolutely can go from level 1 to level 2. All right, let's talk about getting from level 2 to a level 3 gym owner. Now remember, this is going from a small team, maybe 2 to 3 people, to a large team, right? Maybe 6 to 10 people. Skills needed. Almost the number one skill is how to lead people so that they want to win for you, not just expecting that they're going to help the business grow because you pay them. We need to get their personal goals aligned with the business's goals. So that way, when they're winning, the business is winning. And when the business is winning, so are they. If you can figure out how to do that, and it absolutely is a skill, your team will crush for you. Next skill, how to manage your time and how to prioritize things. You're going to be pulled in a lot of different directions with a lot of opportunities coming your way. You need to figure out which opportunities to seize and what are the most important things that you should be doing with every hour of your day. You need to become great at sales and marketing, or great at recruiting the person that is going to be good at sales and marketing. Having a high level understanding of client experience, customer service, and retention. What is our lifetime value? Why are people leaving? How can we increase the amount of money we collect from each customer before they're no longer doing business with us? We need to understand that and implement a strategy that effectively increases that time frame. Operational systems, KPIs, key performance indicators, SOPs, standard operating procedures. These are things that you need to be able to design and craft and install in your business, or at least find the person that knows how to do it. At this point, your business and the operations are going to be ran by people and processes. And the more dialed in you can get these people and processes, the more successful you'll be. And finally, how to create and execute a strategic plan. This is yearly, quarterly, monthly, weekly planning. That way, you're not spending all of your time thinking about what you should be doing. You're spending your time getting after it. Beliefs needed. Your business can be the best. You can and will charge premium prices for your services. Your team will not do everything as good as you, and you need to be okay with that. We are exchanging other people's 90% to your 100%, but for you to get all of your time back. It's the only way to get the freedom. But you still need to own everything that happens in the business, good or bad. Upset with an employee, they're not doing their job. Who hired them? Who trained them? It's not their fault. It's your fault. You need to adopt this belief. You can take time off and trust your team to get the mission done. And finally, you're not where you're at yet because you are not that person with those skills yet. Character traits needed. Leadership, how to inspire other people. Not just management, but inspiration. Extreme attention to detail. Know everything that should or shouldn't be happening at your gym and why it is or isn't happening. You need to be motivational. Your team isn't going to be fired up if you're not coming in every day fired up. Extreme ownership. Your team isn't going to want to see you pointing the finger and pointing the blame at everyone else. There is no one else to blame, and it is nobody else's fault. There's no excuses. It all comes down to you. Ability to handle stress. As the business grows, as you scale, there's going to be more and more problems that you need to solve on a regular basis. That's business. And finally, willing to learn what you don't know. If you can acquire those skills, those beliefs, and those character traits, you absolutely can go from level 2 to level 3. All right, going from level 3 to level 4, going from a manager to the CEO. I like to call this going from working in the business to working on the business. Skills needed. Number 1, a mastery of all core functions of your business. Lead generation, lead nurture, sales, fulfillment, client experience, retention, team building, leadership. You need to know these things. How to hire, develop, train, and retain leaders at the business. How to get your team to understand their role in your strategic plan. And how to leverage your time for maximum ROI. How to run efficient meetings with a clear objective and a clear outcome. Finally, the ability to see what's happening in the industry and how to spot opportunities. Beliefs needed. One of the main beliefs at this level is spending more time in your business is not going to get you any further ahead. You need to shift the priority and the focus to spending time on the business. Your leaders are not going to lead the team the same way that you would, but that's okay. Another belief that I had a hard time with was you deserve this. You don't need to be at the gym 50 hours a week anymore. Don't feel guilty for creating financial freedom and freedom of time. And the final belief, you're not where you're at yet because you're not that person with those skills, beliefs, and character traits yet. All right, what are the character traits that you need as a level 4 gym owner? The highest level of leadership. Almost all the hours that you're going to be spending on the business is helping other people get ahead. Your whole mindset will go from how do I get myself ahead to how do I help my team get ahead. Personal discipline. You need to be the best one on your team. Big picture and vision thinking instead of daily tactical thinking. We need to be able to go from what are the 10 decisions I need to make today to what are the 10 decisions that if I make them correctly this year, it can double the business. And finally, you as an individual need to inspire your team. They need to look at you and be inspired every single time that you talk with them. So if you can acquire these skills, character traits, and beliefs, you absolutely can crush as a level 4 gym owner and have a maximum amount of time and money. All right, last level, going from level 4 to level 5, which is essentially stepping away from the business. Skills needed. All right, you need to be able to have a team that can develop and implement a strategic plan to grow the business without you being part of it at all. You'll need to be able to know how to reinvest into your business the right way. You'll need to know how to seize opportunities when you see them and mitigate risk. You'll need to be able to analyze your business from a financial standpoint and understand its health and its worth. And finally, you'll need to be working towards the next goal of that business, whether that is an exit and you're going to sell it, or if you're going to open multiple locations. You'll need to develop the skill set to be able to do either of those. Beliefs needed. Your team and the leaders at that team no longer need you to grow and run the business. Your business is now an asset and not a liability. You're now investing, not spending, and you intend to get an ROI. Levels 1 through 4 were different chapters in your book. They were absolutely amazing, but it's okay to step away and move on to chapter 5. It's really hard for entrepreneurs to let go of something they spent a lot of time and energy building. But if that's what is going to take you and get you closer to your ultimate goal of financial freedom, spending time with your family, whatever it is that you ultimately want to do, then you have to be able to make that step. Character traits. Guys, at this point, really, one of the best character traits that you can have is to be opportunistic, right? To always be looking for the next opportunity that can help you level up, right? Also be a great networker. It's not always going to come in terms of things that you're going to learn, but it's who you meet and who those people could introduce you to and how they can help you get to the next level. So guys, I hope it's clear that the skills, the character traits, the beliefs that will get you from 0 to 1 are not going to be the same things that get you from 1 to 2 or from 2 to 3. As an entrepreneur, you absolutely need to be able to adapt and to learn and to grow. If you plan on just doing the same things over and over and over again, you can't expect any kind of reasonable growth. Look, if you don't have the skills, you need to learn them or freaking buy them. If you need to break beliefs, then you need to surround yourself with people that already have those beliefs broken. If you need to develop character traits, then you need to live in the mindset of what would that person who I'd like to be, what would that person do in this situation? What would they do every single day? And then act like that. So if you like this kind of content, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, drop a comment about what you want to hear about next, and I'll see you in the next video.